China's new quality productive forces, the latest catchphrase at this year's two sessions, has been on top of its agenda in modelizing its economy. In essence, it is about advanced productivity that is freed from traditional economic growth mode and productivity development path. What is the logic behind it? Given the current domestic and global circumstances, why it is so crucial for China? Let's find out in our interview with Professor Zhang Yilun at ICAS.
It's called New Quality Productive Force. So it's emphasizing quality over quantity. Traditionally, China's economic model has been an export-driven economic development model that emphasizes export product, which is driven by cheap but skilled labors. But now that has changed because China demographic change and because of the economic transformation, China is moving up on the value-added chain, which means that China can no longer rely on those quantity-based production. So it needs to move up and seek for higher quality. China has a lot of competitors on the world stage, and then China is also moving up the value-added chain. China's competitor is primarily the developed countries, those countries that have high technology, and they are providing a lot of good public goods to the rest of the world. And China is going to be one of them. China needs to innovate. China needs to generate more investment into this innovation to drive up its production force. So I think EV and any industry around the EV is very important for China's transformation. We actually just recently, right, Elon Musk was in Beijing and they signed a cooperation with Baidu on automated driving. What people don't necessarily think about EV is that EV has the potential to transform the way of life for people. It is not just a cleaner version of communication. Once automated driving becomes reality, people no longer have to commute. The time people commute can be saved. That frees up more potential for productivity. And second thing, I think the upstream industries that EV associate with, for example, batteries and hydrogen energy source. The most important lesson, I think, from the US is that when the economy is transformed, we should not let down the outdated, the obsolete industries. Look at what happened when economic transformed in the US. What happened to Detroit? What happened to the old-fashioned manufacturing industries? We should not let down those labors. So during China's transformation, a very important balance should be maintained between these old-style industries and the new innovation. And the same thing, I'll talk about Japan briefly. What we see in Japan right now is that you see the capital market is booming, but the problem is that the Japanese public has not received any benefit from this booming market. And that is a problem. Where does the money go? It only makes the richer, right? But if the government policy can actually coordinate with the financial market and channel the money channel the capital to the right sector to promote innovation, that will have a long-lasting impact on the society as a whole. And China has shown that it has the potential to utilize its excessive savings in the financial industries and to promote innovation.